At this point of your recovery, I assume that if you've been with us and following with us, you would have been at a meeting by now, you would have acquired enough clean time. And once you stay in the rooms, you will see other people that have stayed clean, that have worked the program, and that have made it out of the despair, of the isolation, of the pit, of the rock bottom that they were in. One of the ways that you see this in the most powerful way is in AA meetings. Usually in AA meetings you get speakers, and the speaker comes and he shares what was it like, what happened, and what it's like now. A hope that gives you hope, that recovery is possible. Because nothing would make me more joyful than to see you find recovery. Nothing would make me more joyful than to see you beat this disease, beat addiction, and living a life free from active addiction. And there is hope, and hope is possible, and there is a brighter future. There is a tomorrow that promises great rewards. There is a tomorrow that promises blessings. There is a tomorrow that promises gifts of recovery. There is freedom from that anxiety, from panic attacks, from depression, from suicide, from brokenness. And we can live free, and we can experience what it means to be people of faith. People filled with hope, people filled with knowing that tomorrow promises great things for us. And we have hope that just for today, we can stay clean, we can stay sober, we can stay abstinent. The hope that we have in step 2 replaces the desperation with which we came into the program. When we walk into the program, we are broken, busted, and disgusted, and never to be trusted. And at this point, we have that hope that things will be okay, that things will work out, that things will work to the best of their ability for our own good. And every time we had followed what we had thought would be a path out of our addiction, medicine, religion, psychiatry. Usually people try those 3 methods: religion, psychiatry, or therapist, or medicine. And most of the time these things fail the people. And people think because of this, there is no hope, I am doomed, I'm going to die an addict. But the 12-step program promises us that we can live free from active addiction. And we found that it only took us so far. Now, a lot of people, like I say, it's not that these methods don't work. Usually they do work, but to a certain extent. Because you see, let me put it to you this way. It's not enough just to stay clean and sober. It's not enough just to get counseling. But what the program teaches a person is how to live life on life's terms, how to live life soberly forever, how to cope with crisis, how to cope when things don't go according to your way, and how to manage situations that occur to us on a day-to-day basis. And none of these methods were sufficient for us, that is medicine, religion, and psychiatry. We believed in them, and we knew that we could trust them. And this is the people that were corrupt. These were the gangsters and the bad friends and the bad partners that we have, and all the people that influenced us badly and influenced us to do bad things. We believed in them. We trusted them. Because you see, one thing that an addict wants is to have a sense of belonging. If you have a look at the epidemic of divorce and children coming out of wedlock, and the mother lives there and the father lives there, and the house is broken, or the mother is not at home, or the father was never there, these children are broken. These children have no sense of belonging, and usually that's what leads them to drugs, because they want to feel a sense of belonging. And the bad friends and the gangsters and the peer pressure and all the cool kids accept them. And that's what leads them on the path to active addiction. And we believed them. We knew we could trust them. And the fact is that we cannot trust them. And we should not think that they know what's best for us. But rather, if you walk into a room, you will find a place that you know for a fact you belong to. You can find a place where you know that you'll find people who can relate to you, who can relate to your sorrow, who can relate to your pain, who can relate to your desperation. These people have been to the places that you've been to. These are the people that you can trust, and these are the people that you can believe. And not just the hanging out spots that they know, the geographic locations, but the hangouts of horror and despair our spirits had visited each time we used. All of us have been there. All of us can relate to a place like that. And if you go to a meeting of a 12-step program, you will meet a whole lot of people that used to live where you used to live. They're familiar with the dirty needles, with the clubs, the hangout spots, the geographic places. And those are the people that you can trust, because those are the people that want what's best for you, want to help you, and want you to find recovery. The recovering addicts we met in LA knew those places as well as we did, because they had been there themselves. I have been there. And in the rooms, if it's one thing that helped me to find recovery, was hearing my story over and over and over from different people. Even in AA, I've heard my story. Even in SAA, I've heard my story. And once I saw that the people that were ours and experienced everything that I experienced, how they were living free from active addiction, how they found their confidence, how they found their peace, how they found their joy, that gave me hope that I can also work the program and find recovery and recover and find freedom from active addiction and have that peace, that joy, that serenity that they have. And it is possible for you as well. Our hope is renewed throughout our recovery. Every single day, I'm full with hope that tomorrow promises a better future. And I am powerless over the addiction that's taking place in South Africa. I am powerless of how Hillbrow has been a desolate place. I am powerless over how Yeovil is a crime scene. I am powerless over the Nigerians that sell drugs in my country. I am powerless over the crime that's taking place in my country, over the drug addiction, over the alcoholism, over the clubs, the bottle stores, the corners, the tour vans, the marijuana dealers that are everywhere. I'm powerless over that. But I find hope in recovery, that I can recover. And I find hope that this message, even if it just touches one person and makes a difference in one person's life, I find hope that this world will be a better place eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in my lifetime. But I find hope knowing that one day this epidemic called addiction that's tearing down families, tearing down children, tearing down teenagers, tearing down societies and communities will one day come to an end. And I have hope that I will be able to live a clean and sober life for the rest of my life, that I will die sober. That is my utmost dream, is to die a sober and clean and abstinent addict. And I hope that I never relapse. And I hope that I become a better person. I hope I become a productive member of society, that I can contribute into making society a better place. And that's what my hope in recovery is based on. Each time something new is revealed to us about our disease, and that's the truth. Till today, I learn about myself. I learn about how arrogant I am, how selfish I am, how bossy I am, how I always want things my way, how badly I treat people, and how badly my addiction still manifests itself in other areas of my life, and how I still lack esteem. I'm still insecure. I still have self-centered issues. I still lack confidence. I still struggle with loving myself. But every day I make a little bit of progress, and that's enough for me. The pain of that realization is accompanied by a surge of hope. But there is hope. Rest assured that there is hope. Just for today, I am clean and I am sober. Just for today, I'm working a program. Just for today, I am glad that I am service of you. Just for today, I'm happy that God is using me to reach out to you, to reach out to the still suffering addict out there. I have hope in this. And this is what I take hope in. That no matter how bad my situation is, no matter how tough things are at the moment, no matter how I feel at the moment, I have hope that tomorrow promises a better future for me. And I have hope that things will get better over time. So no matter how painful the process of demolishing our denial may be, Something else is being restored in its place within us every day. Every day, I know that I'm an addict. I'm not in denial of my disease. But every day I stay clean, I stay sober, I stay abstinent. I'm a happy person. I find relief and I am restored back to sanity. And that's enough for me for today. And one thing that I'm happy about, that I no longer have anxiety, I no longer have depression, I don't feel like killing myself. I feel like I'm useful in life. Now, a lot of people don't like me, a lot of people criticize me, a lot of people don't agree with my methods, a lot of people don't agree with the way I see things, the way I view things, or how I work the program, or how I share, or how I speak. But there's no problem with that. But I hope that the ones that do agree with me, may this help you. Even if we don't feel like we believe in anything, we do believe in the program. When I came into the rooms, one thing, believe it or not, I hated God, I hated myself, I hated life. But as I worked through the steps, and I stayed in the rooms, and I stayed in the meetings, I eventually did develop a relationship with my higher power, with the God of my understanding. And once I did that, growth took place. The right things started happening in my life. The right people started coming into my life. And my life started taking a path that today I find myself, I did not imagine that this will be me one day. We believe that we can be restored to sanity, even in the most hopeless times, even in our sickest areas. Now, I am far from perfection. I am far from being a perfect human being. I am far from having my act together. Actually, I don't have my act together. But I know for a fact that I have been restored to sanity. I have put down the drugs. I have put down the pornography. I have put down the alcohol. And every single day I'm being restored to sanity. And God is transforming me into a man that He wants me to be. And God is building a future for me. And I find hope in knowing that God loves me. And God has restored me back to sanity. And God has taken me out of my active addiction. And because of that, I live with hope every day. My prayer is that you have hope. My prayer is that God helps you when you could not help yourself. May He restore you back to sanity. May He fill you with hope.